Welcome to Crime Unveiled, where we take a deep dive into the world's most infamous and chilling mysteries. Today we tackle the enigma of the Zodiac Killer, one of the most terrifying and elusive figures in criminal history. Between 1968 and 1969, the Zodiac terrorized Northern California, leaving a trail of bodies and cryptic letters that mocked law enforcement and captivated the public. Even decades later, his identity remains a mystery, and his cryptograms continue to puzzle investigators and enthusiasts alike. Was he a criminal mastermind, a disturbed individual seeking infamy, or something even more sinister? Let's unravel the story of the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac's terrifying reign began on December 20th, 1968. On a quiet road near Vallejo, California, high school sweethearts Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday parked their car at a secluded spot known as Lover's Lane. What should have been a peaceful evening turned into a nightmare when an unknown assailant approached the car and opened fire. Betty Lou was shot 5 times in the back as she tried to flee, while David was killed with a single shot to the head. The crime scene was devoid of any substantial clues, leaving investigators baffled. But this was just the beginning. On July 4th, 1969, the Zodiac struck again. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were parked at Blue Rock Springs Park, just a few miles from the first murder site. A man approached their car, shone a flashlight in their eyes, and began shooting. Darlene was killed instantly, but Michael survived despite being shot multiple times. He described the attacker as a heavy-set man with short curly hair and glasses. Shortly after the attack, a man claiming to be the killer called the Vallejo Police Department, confessing to both this crime and the murders of Betty Lou and David. The caller also provided details only the killer could know, solidifying the connection. Then came the letters, chilling, taunting, and unforgettable. On August 1st, 1969, 3 local newspapers received identical handwritten letters from someone claiming to be the Zodiac Killer. Each letter contained cryptic symbols, demands for publicity, and threats of further violence. One cipher, later known as the 408 cipher, was solved by a schoolteacher and his wife. It revealed a disturbing message. The Zodiac described killing as his greatest thrill and compared humans to animals he hunted. However, the cipher offered no clues to his identity, and the mystery deepened. The Zodiac wasn't done. On September 27, 1969, he attacked Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard at Lake Berryessa, taking his crimes to a new level. Wearing a hooded costume emblazoned with his signature crosshair symbol, he tied the couple up and brutally stabbed them. Brian survived and provided a detailed description of the killer, but Cecilia succumbed to her injuries. This attack stood out for its theatricality and the killer's deliberate choice to leave his symbol at the scene, further cementing his desire for infamy. Just 2 weeks later, on October 11, 1969, the Zodiac struck again. This time, his victim was Paul Stein, a San Francisco cab driver. Unlike his previous attacks, this murder occurred in an urban setting. Paul was shot in the head at point-blank range. The killer took a piece of Paul's bloody shirt and mailed it to the San Francisco Chronicle, confirming his identity and taunting the police. The Zodiac's letters continued for years, each more disturbing than the last. In one, he claimed to have killed 37 people, though only 5 murders have been definitively linked to him. The Zodiac's ciphers remain one of the most intriguing aspects of his case. Of the 4 ciphers he sent, only 2 have been solved. The 408 cipher provided insight into his twisted mind, while the 340 cipher, solved in 2020 by a team of cryptographers, revealed another chilling message. I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. Despite these breakthroughs, the other 2 ciphers remain unsolved, leaving experts and enthusiasts to speculate about what secrets they might hold. Over the years, investigators have identified numerous suspects, but none have been definitively linked to the Zodiac. Arthur Lee Allen remains one of the most infamous. A convicted child molester, Allen owned a Zodiac wristwatch featuring the killer's symbol, had access to weapons matching the crimes, and allegedly made incriminating statements. However, handwriting analysis and DNA evidence failed to connect him to the letters or the murders, and Allen died in 1992 without ever being charged. In 2021, a group of amateur sleuths known as the Case Breakers claimed to have identified the Zodiac as Gary Francis Post, a man with a criminal record and alleged connections to the case. They pointed to forensic evidence, eyewitness accounts, and cryptic clues supposedly hidden in the Zodiac's letters. While their theory gained media attention, law enforcement has not confirmed Post as a suspect, and many experts remain skeptical of the claim. The Zodiac's case has endured not just because of the horror of his crimes, but because of the questions he left unanswered. Why did he stop killing, or did he? Was he truly as brilliant as his letters suggested, or did luck and law enforcement's limitations of the time allow him to evade capture? And perhaps the most chilling question of all, could he still be out there? Technological advancements have renewed hope for solving the case. Genetic genealogy, which helped identify the Golden State Killer, offers a promising avenue. If DNA evidence from the Zodiac's letters or other artifacts can be matched to a family tree, it could finally provide the answers that have eluded investigators for over half a century. Yet the case remains a stark reminder of how difficult it can be to bring even the most notorious criminals to justice. The Zodiac Killer's legacy is one of fear, fascination, and frustration. His crimes shook the foundation of safety in Northern California and turned him into a macabre legend. His taunts, ciphers, and the enduring mystery of his identity have inspired books, movies, and countless theories. But for the families of his victims, the Zodiac is not a puzzle to be solved. He is a source of pain and loss that will never fade. Thank you for watching Crime Unveiled. If you have theories about the Zodiac Killer or insights into his unsolved ciphers, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world's most haunting mysteries. Together, we can keep these stories alive and honor the memories of those affected by the crimes we explore.